What's up, cinema perverts? It's me, LilmoviePerp. I am co-host Les. That's right. Not only that, my freaking camera's not working. See, everything's going wrong. See what happens when CGH doesn't show up? It all gets effed. All right, now I'm back. Hello. Cinema perverts. I am your host for now, Lonely Old Perp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the invite. Because I got a feeling CJH didn't want to co-host, but he'll still be a guest. I got a feeling if I put the link in the chat, CJH is going to show up. He's like, I can't do the show today. It's like, okay, but I'll be watching. I'm like, okay. So watch he shows up. Saving movie talk one show at a time. Where's the Canadian? He's at home washing his tights. As Canadians do. They're probably watching Scott Pilgrim and some shit. That's what Canadians do. You just sit at home, watch Scott Pilgrim. You know, are you excited for the show? No! I saw the movie. But it's animated. Even worse. Now I'm less excited. Now I'm actively against that. You had to go there, didn't you? Okay, so let me check out what CGH has, what I'm working with here. All right, I got this one.
So good.
I agree. It is so good. All right, let's see what else. I gotta learn what I'm working with here, CJH. I gotta see the tools. What are the tools I'm working with?
That's what it said on the news.
Oh God. Hello, Dunda. He's at Tim Hortons right now. I don't even know what that is. What's Tim? Is that is Tim Hortons a restaurant or a freaking sports store or something? All Raptors are good Raptors. The world needs a hero right now. Perp is that hero, not the hero we want, but the hero we need. You have no idea how true you are. You have no idea. All right. Well, I guess it's up to me to save cinema. Well, I saw a new movie, so I guess we could talk about that. We had an awesome show me and CGH planned up. We were going to look into the secret legend of the Monkey Man. No, not the Dev Patel. The real Monkey Man who was over in India killing people in 2001. Like, this is a real thing that happened. There was like reports of a Monkey Man. And it's like really weird reports because it's like reports and like the people would be so scared they'd fall off buildings. So this, like, you just scare them off buildings. Not weird. I'm telling you, there must have been some kind of drug or some shit. Everyone's just seeing Monkey Man and then just like fucking freaked out and jumped off buildings and shit. Because it's very weird deaths. And what's weird is like the reporting is like, yeah, they would phrase it in terms of like, wait, I thought the person was dead. How did he see the Monkey Man? How did they see Monkey Man? Wouldn't it have been other witnesses? But they report it from the perspective of the victim. They don't say witnesses saw a Monkey Man there. They said the man died right before seeing a Monkey Man. And it's like, what? How did you know that? So I wanted to look into that in this stream. It worked out though because the thumbnail did say featuring Perp. Okay, yeah, it worked out. I'm Perp. I'm featured. Here I am. What do you want? Oh God, someone's here already. Oh, it's Chris. Oh, and he's on camera. What up?
In a world where we read our movies. That's the trailer right there for the Raptor takeover.
Like, the Raptor Rapture. That's the name.
Ooh, that's
the
a
Raptor
good one.
Rapture.
I like that. Man, I look old as shit. I'm getting old. Look at this gray.
Dude, I was about to say you're looking better.
Really?
You're better than last time I saw you on camera.
Well, I wasn't shaved last time. You know,
oh,
I shaved this
okay.
time.
You look
trying to look good
too.
What are you doing? What is this? What's going on?
Man, I was supposed to look through the freaking urban legend is the Monkey Man with CGH, but we're gonna do that later. We found out Crazy Joe told us this crazy story of some shit going down in India in 2001 of like these monkey men sightings, and then people would get like they would fall off buildings. They were so scared. It's really weird, and I just wanted to dive in deep into that. And CGH is like a conspiracy guy, so it's like, yeah,
a real life international urban legend. I like that.
A real life international urban legend. Strictly, and no, because Crazy Joe said, I thought that's what the Monkey Man movie was going to be about with Dev Patel. And he was disappointed when it was just like
I thought it was going to be like a martial arts movie or something.
It looked good. I thought it
I
looked
mean,
excellent.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I saw the trailer. It looks pretty cool. It's got like a
Alright.
Rumble in the Bronx vibe to it. I like it.
Chris, you know about the Oscar nominations, right?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay, you know that a lot of people have been like, we're saying all these snubs. People were expecting Godzilla -1. People were expecting the new Spider-Verse movie, right, for Best Picture. And there was one movie that took it out, completely took it out. And I saw that movie today. Took both those movies out from consideration, and that is the dark horse that is American Fiction.
I'm hearing nothing but good things about American Fiction. You know,
It is.
I haven't seen it yet.
Movie. It is a very good movie.
I like the premise because it's got the whole, it's got the whole, hey, we want you to do this to virtue signal, but at the same time, hey, I don't want to virtue. Like, I've seen the premise of the movie. I hope the movie goes down the way that I think it's going to go down. And I love that guy as an actor. I always forget his name. I think he's great.
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, I love him. I love him. Commissioner Gordon.
The new Gordon.
Yeah, I love him. I love him. So I am going to see that movie soon. Was it good? Did you enjoy it?
I did. It's really funny. It's legitimately really funny. And yeah, it's like a writer who's like he's a college professor. Very, very, like, I don't know how else to say it, but like a mid guy. He's just like a mid guy that wants something more. And then almost because he writes these books, and he doesn't consider them like, he doesn't want to consider himself, and I related to this a lot, actually, being, Hispanic in Hollywood. He doesn't want to be considered a black writer. He just wants to be considered a writer, right? That makes sense? Hey, counter cult. Hey,
I think that should be your channel name.
What?
Hispanic in Hollywood. I love it.
No.
Why not?
I just said I'm trying to run away from that.
That's why I said you should probably steer into it.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
How's it going, Pop?
What's up?
Hold on. Okay. All right, I had a weird doubling effect on my end because I had the app running in the background. But what's up, guys?
Chilling. We're chilling. I'm just here talking about American Fiction, and this was the movie that took out a lot of snubbed out a lot of Oscar Best Picture.
I think it could be a dark horse. I think you're right. I really do think it could be a dark horse, man.
I think it already is the dark horse. It got the nomination over Godzilla and fucking Spider-Man. So
not only that, but it's a late entry. If you really think about it, this movie just came out.
So the hype is building. Still.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch this one. I just watched Poor Things last week. Have you guys seen that one yet?
Yeah, loved it.
I did. I almost loved it. It was like it had like one. You know what I mean? Like that last little thing at the very end. I think it went on one scene too long, but outside of that, I felt like it was like weird ass Barbie. You know?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. I said, "Oh, Barbie's fucked." I was like, even production design, Barbie ain't gonna win. Barbie's so fucked because of this movie.
The trailer I saw, Emma just looks like she's having so much fun.
Yeah.
And I think it took I think it took a lot of balls for her to make a movie like this. When she's like, "I'm gonna go kill that baby."
Have you guys seen The Curse yet?
No. TV I'm very slow with getting to.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. The Curse is Nathan Fielder's his masterpiece, dude. And it's so funny watching The Curse, considering how it ends.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah. That's the one on. Yeah, when you I literally watched the end of The Curse the week before, the weekend before. Then I watched Poor Things, and then when you watch them that close together, it's this weird. It makes both of them better, especially because of Emma Stone's performance in both of them.
Well, that woman has been making a statement in Hollywood. I'm not gonna lie, man. I saw her the first time I saw her was in Superbad, and then she just started doing all sorts of stuff. Cruella, La La Land. Like, this girl has been in almost every genre of movie. She's making a statement, man. And now she's doing semi-horror. Yeah, man, I'm in.
No, she's really fucking no, she's really cementing herself as an actress's actress, you know? Especially with what she does in The Curse, the best thing about The Curse is just watching Emma's face, watching her face acting from moment to moment, and what she's doing is the most fascinating shit about that show.
Did you see Beef?
No, I haven't seen Beef yet, but I've been meaning to.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Beef is so good. The
Yeah,
end.
that one. I think that one
Bro.
was Emma Stone nominated for a Golden Globe because I think the Beef Lady won, but I don't know if Emma was nominated for The Curse. I want to check.
I don't know if she was or not, but I know
I hope
that
that's.
The Beef Lady.
Beef.
Yeah, that's
What is her? That's the comedian Ali Wong. Ali Wong.
Ali Wong, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And I love her. I love her. She's so fucking funny. But Beef was so good. She did, and the end, man, the end got me. I'm not gonna lie. To use that Smashing Pumpkins song the way they did, and it's a very obscure, unknown Smashing Pumpkins song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and for her, so you go from an obscure television show with all sorts of like obscure slanted meanings within it, and then a very what's the best word to call it, androgynous type of ending where you don't really know what the fuck's going on, and she crawls in bed with him, and they even played obscure Smashing Pumpkins song. Bro,
Yeah.
we're getting a season 2. We're getting a season 2.
We should. It was great.
You can't go wrong with a good Smashing Pumpkins song. You know, it's the one thing that got me to watch The Watchmen is the use of that fucking Smashing Pumpkins song in the trailer. You know.
Well, you always hear like Cherub Rock or 1979 or Tonight, but you never hear Mayonnaise. That song Mayonnaise is from the Siamese Dream album, and you just don't hear it that often. But it's a very loved song. Yeah.
You want to talk about underappreciated Smashing Pumpkins song? In the big box set that they put out after they broke up. Yeah, they had a album of B-sides they recorded for Melancholy, and they recorded a cover of Nights Like This by The Cure with James Iha singing. Dude, that is one. Dude, yeah, it's on YouTube.
I wouldn't mind having that because I'm a big Smashing Pumpkins fan. But I tell you what, man, to know that they had a bunch of B-sides for Melancholy when Melancholy was, bro, Melancholy was already a double album. Like how much were you Billy, how much were you gonna put on that album, bro? If you've got B-sides that weren't even released, bro. No, Billy Corgan and Trent Reznor are like two workaholics in the music industry when you really think about it. Like Trent from Nine Inch Nails and Billy Corgan have always tried to one up each other. They're friends. But I read an interview one time where at the very last thing was, well, what are you going to do in the future? He's like, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's going to be trying to stay 2 steps ahead of Billy Corgan. It was an old Trent Reznor. Billy Corgan's a workhorse, man, so I could see him having a bunch of B-sides. You know,
the 90s were a weird time, dude. The 90s were a weird time because,
especially for music, because alternative, alternative in and took over.
Well, not just that, but like it's weird because for the longest time, rock took itself really fucking seriously, and then you had like the punk rock and hair metal like years where it was like a solid decade of just taking it back to its roots and being fun. And then in the 90s, it was like the rise of the pretentious fucking artist again, you know? The artist that was just like way too far up its own ass and maybe took it a little too seriously. Like, don't get me wrong, great music, but like unlikable, you know?
No, I get it. I've heard of REM.
That's where it started, dude.
Oh my God. All right, we'll shut up about music. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! I was dying over here.
Let's go back to Ali.
I was actually gonna look up Smashing Pumpkin songs and just.
I'm just saying, using that. All I was saying was using that Mayonnaise song at the end of an obscure show was a very good touch, and it hit me. It hit me in the feels. I'm not gonna lie. When she crawled in bed with
Chris. But what about the Nirvana song? Because you hate Nirvana in the Batman.
I never said I hated Nirvana. I said I don't like Nirvana.
Okay, Chris, I gotta be real with you. Sometimes I find your takes to be a little obvious trolling, but I want to hear your Nirvana take. If it's cool, I know it's a movie show, but you got my interest.
I liked it. Look, I think Matt Reeves, it's the way they slowed it down. And it definitely it fits for this generation. I like that this generation. I love that this generation of music fans are discovering older music as far back as Fleetwood Mac or fucking Nirvana. I just never was a Kurt Cobain guy. You know, I just never was.
Okay.
You go from like. I get it. Okay, you went from being home the day his album released, he was homeless. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The day Nevermind came out, he was homeless. looking for a fix. And then he became like the leader of a lost generation because they called Gen X the lost generation. So he became,
and then he became wealthy,
yeah,
looking for a fix.
yeah. Then he became wealthy, and then he whined about it the whole fucking time. He whined about
Dude, man, I don't want to sound like it. It's so weird, bro. Because I'll be real with you. I used to be a huge Smashing Pump. I mean, a huge Nirvana fan until I read his fucking diary. And then with like, I don't get me wrong, I feel bad that that dude like went through the shit he went through. But then reading through that diary, he's like, "Fame is bullshit. I'm tired of all the attention." And then in the very next page, "Oh man, I'm on Rolling Stone. I'm on the cover of Rolling Stone. That's so fucking sick." It's like, come
yeah,
on, man.
I just
Make up your goddamn mind.
the best thing to come out of Nirvana, and I didn't hate Nirvana. I was more of an
Courtney
anti.
Love.
No, the best thing to come out of Nirvana was Dave Grohl because look at Foo Fighters and all the good they've done as a band.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
seems
yeah.
like a positive guy too. I like his energy.
I love Foo Fighters. I loved him as a drummer. I think he's an amazing musician. But I'm gonna shut up now. Matt Reeves had his finger on the pulse. I'll give him credit for that. Yes.
Yeah. No more music talking about it either. My bad.
No, it was dealt with the Batman because I thought that was like, and any other, I don't know why, but any other, I don't know. I probably would have thought it was cringe, but for some reason in the Batman, I thought it worked really well with the mood.
Something in the way is
Okay.
Yeah.
Something in the Way is one of the few Nirvana songs I can listen to. It's a really good
worked
song.
with the movie
In
for
the
me.
pine, okay,
Totally
and and here's a little secret I will let you guys in on. I love their Unplugged album, but it was all covers. It was David Bowie and shit like that. But
Yeah.
I love the Nirvana Unplugged album. In the Pines is my favorite Nirvana song of all time. So
Yeah.
I think there was something, and I haven't quite really thought about it, but I think the song lyrics are even apt because it's like, but you kind of have to think. I don't know why I feel that way. I'm sure if I look into it, I'd probably be proven wrong. But it's like when you look at like, Pop said earlier, Snyder, his musical choice, especially for Watchmen, I felt were so obvious. It's like you're gonna do the Beatles song. Was that
Yeah.
you're gonna do
you're
like,
God, this
exactly.
is a little too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. The God's his name. I forgot his name, but yeah, he's like that raspy voice singer.
The guy I never did like growing up, but he's probably
Yeah.
he's probably
Exactly.
considered the greatest songwriter of all time. But I never did like his words.
Dude.
Incredible, but I never.
I-
What the fuck is his name? What the fuck is his name?
Oh, I know he was a secret in the corner or some shit like that. But I know who you're talking about, man. But his name's escaping me too. We're losing so much music cred right now after talking shit about Nirvana for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, I'm too high to think of it. But yeah, it was the very first song. And the times they are a changing. I never.
Oh,
did
Bob
like-
Dylan.
Oh,
Bob
I never-
Dylan. That's Bob Dylan.
Greatest songwriter of all time. Can't sing a fucking lick. And I will give him that though. He's
Didn't
probably
sound like the Joker in interviews.
dude.
No, well, okay, Tom Waits, but Heath Ledger was basing his Joker's voice off of Tom Waits back in the '70s when he was at his like sleazy alcoholic peak and shit.
Tom Waits. He put out some pretty good pretty good music. And don't get me wrong, there are some Bob Dylan songs I can handle, and he is a great songwriter. But give me John Lennon over Bob any day. Give me Johnny Cash over Bob any day. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's funny because like I was so stoked to hear the other day that Perp is doing a no cape shit talk on the stream. I think it's great. But I do want to talk about the Batman real quick.
but now we're gonna get yelled at for talking about music.
I didn't put it on the fan, but it's getting there.
We can't talk about shit, fool.
We can only talk about scores.
Hold on, I want to address Brucifer.
You can only talk about Hans Zimmer.
Your show the other night was so good. I enjoyed it so much. I fell asleep to it, got up and rewatched it. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. One bad take though. Okay. Y'all leave Dana White. Y'all leave Dana White alone. Okay. Y'all don't know a fucking thing about Dana White. Well, and Bruce, it wasn't you that brought Dana White into it, but all this. Oh, Dana White's just like Vince McMahon. Bullshit. Dana White's he hit his wife one time. That's fucked up. Don't get me wrong.
If it's on camera, it happened more than once, bro.
But I'm sure it has. But I'm also one of those guys that's not going to believe that everybody ain't gotten into a fight with their girlfriend at least once. Now, I ain't never hit my girl, but it happens. it's their business. But to compare him to someone like Vince McMahon, who's out of here essaying women, is just wrong. What that
Not just essaying, dude. Taking dookies on their heads, man. Taking dookies on their fucking heads.
What that all comes down to is people don't like Dana because he's a fucking Trump guy, and that's what it comes down to.
Oh, come on, Chris.
That's what it comes down to, bro.
No,
that people like the people. Okay,
Dana's really bad with pay. Look,
show me one receipt.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Show me one receipt where he's exactly. That's all I'm saying. Is Dana White an asshole?
You're right, but it's not because of Trump. He's like an asshole.
Oh no,
all right, okay, all right. Like I don't want to get too like deep in the weeds in this. You know, because to be honest, I don't know much about the situation, and I'm sure there is an element of truth. But let's be real here, though. Fucking Trump guys who have done shitty things, that's their go-to line. They're doing it because I'm a Trump guy. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Okay, some of that is true. I'll give you that. I will give you that. But I've been one. But listen, the UFC is the one sport I've been with since its birth. Okay, and Dana doesn't have that kind of dirt on him.
You held it in your arms.
Well, I mean, Chris, isn't there a rumor that he got gangsters to fund UFC? And I'm not judging him.
No. The Fertitas? Absolutely. Yeah, that's an absolute true story. But that doesn't mean he's out here like trafficking women and shit, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No. I agree that the comparisons were wrong, but Dana White, to me, might be personally, I do think he's kind of a scumbag. But that's only from.
I think he's a mouthy motherfucker, but I don't think he's a. Well, you know what?
And then how he tried to fire Ariel Helwani for reporting the news is like,
he fucking dropped spoilers, bro.
That's the news's job, bro. They're gonna report news.
Okay, but okay. So let me get this straight. So it's okay for Max to like scoopers, but they're also just doing their job. You guys give Max so much shit for listening to scoopers, and you guys speak out against scoopers so much. Then Ariel Helwani drops the biggest spoiler in UFC history, which is a scoop, but it's okay.
Ariel Helwani wasn't lying. There's a lot of the scoopers.
I love that you called him that. That's what I'm going to start calling him from now on. Ariel Helwani. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. Ariel Helwani.
That's funny.
I love it. But no, you know what? Now that I think about it, let me be a little more objective about this.
Yeah, I gotta be objective.
They're all probably scumbags at some point. They're all probably scumbags because I mean they probably are. You know what I mean? They really are. They are. But to be compared to like what happened with. That's just crazy. Anyway, so no more.
We
DC
don't even know
talk.
that happened with Vince. Those are just out.
Oh no! He's got a track record, bro. I'm definitely believing this girl. I mean, some of it, like, did he unicorn
women, Chris?
Did he? I do, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm believing he like took a shit and made her a unicorn. I don't know about all that, but
dude, I've heard that before about another celebrity that likes to do that. I've heard that. I've heard
hey, I'm not going to kink shame you.
An old Hollywood legend is down for that.
I am not going to. I'm not going to.
Warner Brothers. That's all I'm
going to kink. I'm not kink shaming. If you're a fecal freak, be a fecal freak. But keep that shit the fuck away from me. Now, I don't know if it's
just don't shit on me.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was my fucking brother.
I just like the ideas of that, how that would translate in real life though. Like I'm all for shit play. Just keep that shit away from me, as if there's people out there just like shitting out like at public places trying to find a target or something. That's funny.
Bruce,
do you think people that are into that, like they would tell their partners what to eat because
I don't know, man.
Okay, all right, okay. So look, I listen to fucking a lot of weird shit at work because like I got to fill up the day, and I listened to this podcast. I think it's called Soft White Underbelly or something like that, where they talk to a scat like model who does videos, and who was engaged to someone who doesn't know. And listening, and like the way that she talked about, like it was so normal for her that it was like talking about like baking pies and shit. And hearing her point of view from it, I would never want to do it. It's fucking gross, but like there's a logic to it that's understandable. It's just kind of disgusting.
Yeah, there's like I'm sure like the logic has something to do with, well, it's my body, it's within the body or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's about like having someone else's. It's like intimacy and shit.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, I get that. I was even
Yeah.
able to put it together myself. That's how much I get it.
Yeah. No, you know what? Okay, you know what? Like I don't like. All right, so I want to hear your take on this, Perp, because
Okay.
I've always wanted to make a romantic slasher movie that's about like a guy who we know at the beginning is a serial killer, and then who we see him like meet a girl, and then just when we think he's going to kill her, the tables are turned, and he finds out he got drugged. He wakes up and finds out she's trying to make him her victim. And then they have this weird cat and mouse game where they kind of like fall in love and shit. Like I like the idea of love and intimacy explored in like really like extreme ways and shit.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I find that kind of fascinating.
There was a who was that? There was a French cannibal movie that did that in 2002.
Yo, I was just getting ready to ask you, what was the one
Is
that
that
just
doggy?
came out? What was the one that just came out with the girl and the guy and they were cannibals and they were on the run? It was like
Bones
Western.
and all.
Bones and all, yeah.
Fabulous
Yeah,
movie. I loved it.
very, very good movie. Extreme, but good.
That's the
Have you
director
guys-
to Zendaya threesome movie. That's the same director. That's the guy that did Suspiria, Lucas something.
Oh, look at Guadagnino or something like that.
Yeah. Did a bunch of older movies and then did Suspiria. Oh man, I was gonna say something. What did you ask me? What did you ask
You were
me?
gonna say that you like you. He was asking you about that type of movie.
Oh yeah, okay. You need a okay. I dig that. I think there's a lot of cool themes there. I think the genre is always better. Like I love horror movies that throw in other genres in there. You know.
Yeah.
So I
No.
dig that.
Yeah, dude, no, because like I used to work at a Dairy Queen, right? Like I used to work at a Dairy Queen, and we had our regulars, and we had this like this one guy who was a drive-through dude, and thank God he was a drive-through guy because he stank like ass, like he stank like pure. This guy, and he looked like you could tell this guy showers like twice a year at most. He was gross. His car was gross. He smelled bad. We were all thankful he was a drive-through customer, right? But then one day he decides to come in and like dine in, and he brings his girlfriend and his father, and they were all just like him. They were disgusting fucking people, dude. They smelled bad. Every customer that walked in and smelled them turned their asses around, walked back. It was one of the worst days of my life, dude. I had to fucking sit there at the counter putting up with their stanky asses, and they were there for like a good hour, dude.
That is the beginning of. That's the beginning of your horror movie. You ready?
Exactly. No, that's where it came from, bro. That's where it
Like-
came from. 'Cause
like-
let me tell you. No, let me tell you.
What's that movie with the hillbillies? What's that movie with the inbreds? What's it called? Wrong
It's
Turn.
like
The Hills Have Eyes.
Wrong Turn, bro. That's a Wrong Turn movie. They go to Dairy Queen.
Dude.
And then
No, dude, the crazy part, bro. Okay, here's the crazy shit, though. Like, the way that they were all, like, hanging out with each other, their vibe, especially the way the man and the woman were looking at each other, like, you could tell these people really fucking loved each other. You could tell there was nobody in the fucking world who would have them but each other, and somehow they managed to find each other. And I couldn't help but find that, like, a little bit kind of, like, heartwarming, even though I didn't want to be anywhere fucking near them. Even though, like, I found them disgusting
Yeah.
and hated that I had to be around them. And for some reason, that always just, like, stuck with me, you know?
Yeah, and then like what ends up happening is that their bond,
Wait, hold
that
on,
family,
can we-
that group's bond gets stronger as society looks
Can
down
we
on
just
them. You know?
can we just give counterculture a shout out real quick though for A, bringing up that story, and
Mhm.
B, having the balls to tell everybody he used to work at a Dairy Queen. Okay,
Hey, dude. Hey, we all have to fucking work shitty jobs. We all have to work.
I love it when motherfuckers keep it 100, bro. I love it when motherfuckers keep it 100, bro. That's for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I work a shit job right now. I get it. I went from glamorous tattoo artist to working at a nursing home, bro.
Oh, no, bro. You're talking, dude. No, I'm talking like 15 years ago, man. I'm a welder these days. I ain't slumming no fucking Dairy Queen.
That's awesome, though, because the guy that taught me,
Yeah.
Rusty,
Mhm.
who is like the owner of the shop now, guess what he started? Guess what he used to do? Weld.
What do you used to
all
do?
the time. Welding all the time. Yeah, he worked for a
Yeah,
place called
yeah.
Napa, yeah. So, and he's a great welder, man. He used to get mad, like, these welds are no good. I don't know what that means.
Oh, bro, that's like a thing. Like me and my girlfriend, like like my girlfriend just got a new job.
Your
And her boss-
seams are no good. Whatever the fuck that means.
No, yeah, no. It's funny because like my girlfriend, she just got a new job, and her manager, funny enough, her husband's a welder too. So The first day they were working together, they were telling stories about how, like, every time I went out with her or her manager went out with her husband, we stopped sometimes and just look at a weld and like judge someone else's weld, be like, see, the travel went too fast right there, it thinned out. Like that's how all welders are like, dude. We are all judgmental bitches, and we love looking for welds to fucking comment
No, I
on,
love
dude.
it.
That's
I
like
love
our
it. I love
that's
it.
like our fucking hobby.
I had no idea that was like a cultural thing with welders. I loved it.
Oh yeah, bro, because it's a craft, dog. Like it's like, don't get me wrong, it's a trade. Like you got to have serious standards, and there's very like a bad weld can seriously fuck up a lot of shit. So you got to take it real seriously. But it's like I play guitar too, and welding reminds me of playing guitar because so much of it is just about getting your machine setting right and just
Right.
practicing that technique, knowing how to put your hands right, like. I don't want to fucking like sound like too much of a nerd, but I love film and I love welding. Maybe not as much as film, but like it's like on that level, you know.
I love playing guitar.
So
I love
do
playing
you
guitar.
do you weld for film productions or anything like that? Have you put that craft?
No, no, I
Or do you
work.
want to direct? Do you want to direct?
I used to. So no, I used to make movies and I was making movies for a very long time,
Mhm.
pretty consistently, and I was kind of trying to work my way through the festival circuit.
Right.
But then somebody stole like $15,000 of film equipment from my home.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
Inside job.
that's
Inside job. Inside
no,
job.
no, no, no. All right, no, legit though, legit. Like everybody said that, but looking back, if I have to be totally honest, like the person and I who I was dating at the time, we moved to like a really poor neighborhood to save money, and I chalk it up more to that at the end of the day more than anything, you know.
Sure.
But
Wait, I got it. I got it. Oh my god, I got it. Hold on, give me two. I got it. Look, we got no. We got the painter, we got the mechanic, we got the beekeeper, the welder, bro.
Yeah.
It like exists. You know, there's a welder movie out there.
Probably.
No, dude, no, hey, dude, welding is a very cinematic fucking trade because of the
Absolutely.
sparks, because of the dramatic fucking like grinding shit, dude. I am a movie nerd. Like what I shot all my movies. I was a cinematographer
Yeah.
on all my movies. And like, yeah, so like sometimes when I'm bored at work, I think about like, man, if you put a fucking backlight here, like an orange fill light pointed that way over there, like, like it's a very cinematic thing to do. But like, yeah,
It's a horror
Was it-
movie. It's not a
was
Hitman
it-
movie.
wasn't
That
Jennifer
kind of-
welder.
Wasn't Jennifer Beal a welder in Flashdance before she became like she welded?
Yeah, yeah, she was a steel worker. Yeah,
Welding is cinematic. You know why welding is also cinematic? Is because the pop off before the weld, when they had the mask on and then they would just pop it down.
No, dude.
Movies for a while.
You gotta
And there's-
know how to weld. You gotta know how to weld to do certain
no,
stuff, man. It is an art form. No, it really
and
is. Rusty.
And let's be totally
an
real here. And let's be totally real here. Everybody can look at something made out of wood and figure out, okay, they cut this here, they nailed this there, they did this and that. Most people can't look at something that was welded together and know what the fuck it was. Like welding has this weird air of mystery over it that other trades don't, because like like most people don't have a welding machine, but everybody has a hammer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's just something about welding, I think, that has like a lot of subtext to it, depending on how you use it.
And yeah, you need to make a Hitman movie, dude. You have a whole philosophy with welding that could easily, like, that's what they do in the Hitman movies. Whatever their job occupation front is, that philosophy goes into their Hitman.
Well, look at the
dude. That is so funny you say that, because I was watching The Killer, right?
Yeah.
I was watching The Killer. And like look, I know I sounded all pretentious and all that shit, but believe me, there are guys who take this shit way more seriously than I do and get way more like pretentious about it. Welders are the artsy film students of like fucking trades, 100%, bro. Okay, like I swear to God.
The David Lynch of floor planning.
Yeah, no, dude, 100%. But when I was watching The Killer, like listening to like his inner dialogue, his inner monologue. I'm not gonna lie, he sounded a little bit like me at work. You know, like you gotta make sure that the nozzle is sticking out just this much because this corner is just this tight. It's so pretentious, dude, but it's worthy of that pretension at the same time. You know.
I think The Killer is a very brilliant comedy that no one saw as a comedy.
Oh no, that movie's funny as shit, 100%, man.
It took me a while too to get it. I was like, "What? I don't understand why these voiceovers isn't matching with what he's doing." And then it was like,
because he's a moron. He takes himself too seriously.
He's a hypocrite or a moron. I get it.
Yeah, he's and not just that, but he's a lonely. And not just that, but he's a lonely guy. He doesn't have coworkers, dude. Like he has nobody to talk shop with. So all he has is his inner monologue where he's just hyping himself up. Where if he had like a partner, like a hitman partner, he'd be like, "Man, you fucking like did it that way. You tried too hard. If you would have just done this and that or some shit, you know."
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah, that was a solid ass movie.
I liked it a lot. I don't think you know what's weird? Richard Linklater is doing a Hitman movie now. That's pretty awesome.
Okay. What do you think about Fincher's fucking Netflix period, dude? Like, what do you you guys make of Fincher under Netflix? I think it's been an interesting fucking ride.
I heard Mindhunters is incredible.
I want another season of Mindhunters now.
That's what I've heard. I heard it's like Zodiac on crack, and Zodiac.
Well, they left the BTK thing on that is a loose end. It started with getting the BAU together and having a few serial killers. Then it went to like the main story was the Atlanta child murders. But while that was going on, you had the BTK backstory, and for some reason, like they never. I think it was because the budget was too high. Because that shit, every episode felt like a movie.
Yeah.
Hey, before I lose track, your premise reminded Pop of the serial killer lovers. Watch this movie. It's on TV. Brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, two serial killers. That's fucking senior nerd. Get your mic in check, Argyle.
That's so rude to come in here while you're watching TV, bro.
That's what he does.
No, Chris, you ruined my life. You ruined my life. No, you did. No. You know why? Because of you. Because of you. I've been playing Assassin's Creed for 3 weeks straight.
I'm 80 hours into it. I'm still playing it, bro.
I'm playing Power World, man. I got a factory going. Oh my god! Anyone needs bullets? I got an invite for you.
I've been having a very interesting experience with the Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Like it's actually making me an Avatar fan the more I fucking play it.
I heard the world is huge. I heard the Avatar. I heard it's huge.
Bro,
it's
that
massive.
game came and went so fucking fast. I hear no one talking about it. I'm so.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? So do the movies. They come in, they make $2 billion, and they just disappear.
They disappear from the lexicon, from the subconscious, and it's just gone.
Like you guys aren't wrong.
That man
has
everybody made.
Everyone was like, "Oh, the second one's probably gonna." Yeah, remember, everyone was like, "Oh, it's probably gonna flop," and only a few people were like, "No, it's gonna be huge." And then, boom, $2 billion, and it disappeared.
Hey, you guys aren't wrong. You guys are not wrong at all. But those times where people actually give a shit about Avatar, I'm not gonna lie, I get swept up in that shit. Like this game is as mediocre as it gets. All right, it is not like a very deep or interesting game. But like the overall like experience of it's like it can't be beat. They have like next gen audio technology that has like real 3D simulation. The graphics are insane. I don't know, dude. Like I actually like sometimes I just like mellow out for 3 or 4 hours after work and just play this mediocre ass game because it's a cool world they built.
Why don't you watch the mediocre ass movie?
They're not mediocre.
They they totally are.
The second one loses a couple points.
Okay.
The stories are mediocre. The stories.
I strongly disagree. Like a good hour of the second movie is literally a $500 million teen drama. The absurdity of that is impressive on its own. You got to admit.
No, it's not absurd. I think he did that on purpose. I think Cameron wanted to try to gear it towards a younger audience. He wanted the older crowd and the younger crowd. Plus, we got that amazing third act that made up for it. Because Natiri snapped
kid's name?
Fang or some dumb shit.
Spider.
Yeah.
Spider.
No, Chris, you're right though. Chris, stop.
Bro, that kid was from a Roland Emmerich movie. That kid came straight up from 10,000 BC.
Yeah, you got to build.
Okay.
You got to build up that drama with those kids because you got to show what those kids need in a interior.
Okay, all right, but you know what? Okay, but you know what though, Perp? You know what? Like, you're not wrong. Spider was written like something out of a Roland Emmerich movie. But
you too.
All right, dude, but you got to figure it out. You got to think of it like this. That movie cost $500 million. An hour of that movie is just teenagers with crushes. A $500 million movie, that's that. And then, like, spoilers, by the way, for anyone. No, think of it like this, dude. Think of it like this. The climax of the movie, the emotional climax is spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it. Like, it's Avatar. It's not that big of a deal. But it's literally a mother threatening to kill her own child. Like, she's literally threatening to kill her own kid. That is, like, for a movie of that budget, that is bold, bro. You can't deny that.
Yeah, there's good stuff, but I was severely, not severely, I was disappointed compared to the first one. I thought the first one had a lot of great things.
The first one's great, but that third act in the
I
second
felt
one,
Natiri really trying to like explore the planet, the people, and all that. And this one is like, I don't give a fuck about.
Well, they did the same thing. Well, here they did it in the water, but yeah,
exactly.
Okay, I could have done without all
water. I
could have done without all the Free Willy shit. I'm gonna keep it real. I could have.
I love the Free Willy shit. I love that Free Willy shit, dude.
That was the best part. That whale better.
Yeah. Look, I am look, you guys know me. I am an artsy, fartsy, fucking asshole and shit. But those Avatar movies, the Avatar game, I'm a sucker for it. I'm 100% a sucker for it, man. Like, I have.
But don't you think it's getting messy? Like, okay, what was the original?
Let it be messy, dude. I'm not watching that movie for its brilliant. I'm not watching that series for its brilliant screenwriting. I'm watching it because James Cameron knows how to put on a fucking show, and it's a show that I don't want to miss.
I was disappointed with the action too. I could see that.
What?
Not enough water shit. Not enough like boat versus like them on the gliding thing. It was like for 5 minutes. Then we get.
It's a 3-hour
movie. All right. Okay. I'll give you this.
There wasn't.
I'll give you this.
Aerial versus boat combat.
You got okay. Listen, I will give you one thing about the
movie. We got over an hour of nothing but action. What are you talking?
Yeah. Okay. But all right. But to be fair,
twice in the climax, they kidnapped the kids twice. It was a standoff twice.
Okay,
that's how they elongate.
I'll give you that.
Standoffs.
And to be fair, that amazing action scene is basically just Titanic again. Let's be totally honest.
Yeah, it was more boring though. I was bored.
Okay. I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
no.
I can't even. I can't even.
They started off too strong. It was literally like they were flying on these winged things and in the water versus boats, and then it slowly gets more and more contained. I was like,
Perp, I got a question though. Do you just prefer aerial action more than other types of action, like personally?
Sorry, what?
Do you just prefer aerial action more than other types of action, just like as a personal taste thing?
I what I like is for the action to slowly like grow or to like expand, and not to start off big and then get small. You know?
Wait, no, but it's something. Okay, but it's not that it doesn't start off. Okay, but I wouldn't say that it starts off big and then shrinks. It's a different type of action because it's not on the water, and I think the movie escalates its action pretty well once it gets into the water. But I will admit personally, I love movies and especially action movies that take place on the water. I just straight up, I'll be real.
Yeah. Like to me, what Avatar was and the strongest is the kid trying to learn how to ride in the water, right? I think fantastic. And I think that is Avatar. Like that's what I got from the first one all throughout the whole movie. It was only that one specific scene in Avatar 2 that I was feeling like, oh yeah, this is the Avatar feeling. This is what I want. It's like this kid learning this new culture and all this stuff.
All right.
I really love that in the first, and they really like slowed down to show them exploring a different culture. And this one,
I like that.
I think it needs a director's cut. Like,
I don't know.
You want a director's cut for a 3.5 hour movie?
Because also, I think that straight up, and this is not a movie thing. This is me, like, looking outside the movie. I felt really bad for Kate Winslet because every fucking scene that she's in, she has to be at a 10. She has to be at a 10 already. She never gets the breathing room to work up being that emotional throughout the whole movie. So it's like the whole time she has to be at a 10, coming at every scene going, and it's like she never gets to build up or anything. So that also kind of annoyed me a little bit, but it's not really the movie's fault. It's more like I was kind of feeling bad for Kate Winslet. I don't know.
You know, I'm starting to realize about you Hollywood guys, you Hollywood types. You're all very snobby.
I'm not even a fucking Hollywood. I live in Orlando.
Oh, that's not snobby. That's not snobby at all. Like at least he's giving the movie. Like I think he's being very fair.
All you movie talk guys are way too snobby. I'm just saying.
Well, dude, we're talking about.
Don't make this. Okay, this is how we're saving cinema. Okay, saving movie talk.
We are saving movie talk.
Now, when we actually talk about the movies, it's now snobbery. So that
I'm just saying. Maybe I'm trolling. I don't know. RJ, the first thing you do is come in and like be negative. Although I will admit, Counterculture's mic is a little loud. But RJ, the first thing he does is come in and be negative. Like, oh my god, my poor ears. Blah, blah, blah. RJ's a snob. You guys know that, right?
How is Counterculture's mic too loud? I don't think it's too loud. You might be talking about me being
loud. I'm sorry.
He's loud.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm gonna try to put the volume down here. Let me see.
Well, I love it. I can hear you. What the fuck?
Don't let RJ punk you, bro.
Yeah, RJ, you could do that over in other people's stream. You can't dictate.
How you doing? How are you doing, RJ?
Sorry, RJ.
If you're in the panel, you can tell him whatever you want.
Yeah, RJ, how are you doing though? Like, how are you for real? Everything okay, RJ? I saw that you didn't get a lot of sleep yesterday, and you know, all your first world problems. I felt really bad for you, bro.
All right, back to movies.
You're an asshole, man. You're an asshole.
Pop.
I love RJ. Good. I can say whatever I want.
Pop. This movie's really good because so it's about two serial killers, one female, one male, right? The female only goes after men. The male only goes after women. It is a very brutal movie, but bro, get to that ending. If you get to that ending, I want to know what you think of it.
I wrote it down. It's on Tubi, right?
It's on Tubi. Yeah, you're gonna have to do. It's done in this grindhouse 70s style.
I don't know if I can watch. I don't see. If you say something's brutal, that scares me away from it right away, dude.
Oh yeah, just wait until the ending. Like they show they stab shit that shouldn't be stabbed.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
For a movie, yeah, it's NC-17 too, so it goes pretty hard. Yeah, I'm really hungry. See, I was gonna say something because you were hungry yesterday too, and you left because you were hungry.
Yeah, have a Snickers.
Stop being hungry. Eat something, RJ.
You're not yourself when you're hungry, RJ. Have a Snickers.
RJ, why do you go to streams just to say you're hungry? Go fucking eat, then come in here. God damn.
Do you like tacos, RJ? I mean. Oh, hey, I just realized it says poo counterculture on my shit.
I called you poo a couple times. It said pop.
Holy shit, my bad.
I thought he did it on purpose. You know what I mean?
No, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm owning it. We're poo counterculture in this motherfucker today.
We are poo counterculture.
We were talking about
and we were talking about poo poo.
We were talking about poo earlier, dude. We're on theme. Hell yeah.
LilmoviePerp has officially become the new poo poo talk corner.
Little movie poop.
I don't like that. Pop. Pop. Chris. Okay. So you're a nerd. You've been good, but your mic sucks.
Really?
Chris, you're talking a little too much when I don't have Pop here very often. So I need to talk to Pop a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
Let's talk about the Oscars, baby.
Let's talk about that.
What do you got for me? Who do you like? Who do you dislike? What's up?
Okay, so just generally speaking, I think this is going back to 2019 in terms of like just the quality of the class of movies that we're getting this year. I've seen Iron Claw, I've seen Godzilla -1, I've seen Poor Things, I've seen I've seen a bunch of movies that are like Oscar baity and shit, and I could say that like. You have your years where like your Oscar bait movies are like super stuffy and super up their own ass and super try hard. But this is one of those years where like we're actually getting a crop of legitimately great movies made with a lot of passion and shit.
Let me say it for you.
I've cried in like 6 of them. Like 6 movies I've been crying at the Best Picture nominations. This has been a crazy ass year.
It really has. No, it's a really
I'm
good
gonna say
one.
it for Perp. I'm gonna say it for him this time. Base, because I feel the same way. This is the first time I've been excited about the Oscars in a long time, man.
The Oscar movies were so good. Iron Claw got snubbed, bro.
Yeah.
I was expecting a Zach nomination
How
if
the
anything.
fuck do you? Yeah,
The
at
movies
least
are that
for
good,
best
man.
actor.
I was hoping for a best actor, but again,
And I'm gonna be honest, Iron
nomination.
Claw could have been in that best picture consideration category for real. It was that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have.
No, Iron Claw was. Well, I mean, let's put it this way: Iron Claw is like the wrestler in a lot of ways, but the wrestler is very much an Aronofsky movie, and like Iron Claw is more like a general take on it. You know, even though it's a Sean Durkin movie.
Yeah, I think you need to work a little bit more for the wrestler to, I don't know, find it satisfactory. I personally liked Iron Claw more.
Hey, I thought Mickey was going to win that year. I thought Mickey was going to win that year, but he was up against the fucking motherfucker known as Sean Penn, who wins every time. So,
because he goes for those Oscar bait ass fucking roles, though. That's why.
well, no, what did he win for? Did he win for Milk that year? I think he won
Milk
for
was
Milk.
awesome.
Yeah,
Milk.
he won for Milk that year, but he did. As he was accepting his award, though, I remember him shouting out Mickey Rourke, saying, "My brother has rose from the ashes like a phoenix," because Mickey's career was dead. You know what I mean? Then he does The Wrestler. He gets Iron Man 2. It was great. You know.
You know what's funny though? I've been
again, though, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
he's
but
kind of back to the director. He must be. I don't know.
I think he's trying to do some.
He must
behind,
be kind of hard to work with.
Behind the camera work, and yeah, he's definitely probably hard to work with.
I think he's probably.
Right. That year when Mickey was getting.
Didn't drop a run like that quickly. He dropped that run really quickly. Like,
yeah,
he was like, he was a big. Like,
well,
even Expendables, he was like being the third. You know, after Arnold and.
But like right around when the wrestler came out, he was they tried to do like a storyline in WWE where Chris Jericho was angry at Mickey Rourke. Like I forgot what was the storyline. They're trying to have Mickey Rourke do a program to Chris Jericho that will lead to a match in WrestleMania, a legit match between Mickey Rourke and Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. But
I'm glad that didn't happen.
But because his agent thought, stopped that because they thought, and Mickey Rourke was like the Golden Glove saying, "I'll call you out, Chris Jericho. I'm gonna beat your ass." They were really ready to do a Chris Jericho Mickey Rourke match.
Sounds like you're calling from a limousine inside a garage, taking over
in the 80s.
You got that 80s cocaine vibe, bro. For real.
I made myself laugh.
Hey, this conversation is directed by Michael Mann.
Coming in and out again, dude. Coming in and out. You broke up halfway. It sounded like the story was interesting.
Funny. You sound like you're calling from a limo in a
parking
lot.
Okay. How about now?
What was the guy's name in Die Hard that was in the park? Argyle. You sound like Argyle, motherfucker.
Okay. How about now? Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it good now?
No,
it's good now.
It picks up towards the end. I don't know why. The first couple words come out fine, then it just like dies.
Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now?
No, that sounds solid. Sounds Metal Gear Solid.
Okay. So then, anyways, so his agent said no because the Academy voters will.
Oh my fucking god! Come in and out.
What's up, my dick?
No, that was homophobic, and we don't approve of that.
Yeah. Plus, you don't just demand it. You gotta ask.
Yeah, you gotta wind it down.
You gotta wind it down.
Consent.
I mean, this year was 2023 was so banger. Nicolas Cage, I was positive he was gonna get nominated for this one. Not best picture, best actor. I think it's fantastic.
I haven't seen it, but I've been meaning to.
He is genuinely a character in this movie.
Didn't he almost get one last year for Pig? Or was he
I don't think he was going to get one for Pig. Pig was great.
Pig was a big deal, man. Like, I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. I was like,
I loved Pig.
I didn't get it.
You know what? You didn't like the food? Like, I thought it was beautiful. It kind of reminded me of Moonlight's food scene.
How about now? Is it good now?
Yeah, but then you're going to start talking and it's going to betray you.
Okay, so anyway, I'll just finish up saying the agent of Mickey Rourke stopped work. Talk to y'all WWE to say not do the match. So instead, Jericho had a match with Ricky Steamboat, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and Roddy Piper. And the only time Mickey Rourke got physical, like he just came in the ring and pushed Chris Jericho out at that WrestleMania. So that's all I have to say.
Cool. Well, we
Okay.
got a little bit. I didn't know Mickey Rourke was in WrestleMania.
I'm just glad
Yeah.
nobody's showing anybody's head in that case, bro. WWE's been
You don't know what was happening backstage.
known for that.
We have no idea what was
You have
happening.
no
we
idea
know
what's
now.
happening in the front office.
We know that because of that lawsuit. You know, there's guilty play.
It could have been
guilty.
like
Oh,
it could have
true.
been like monkeys at the zoo, bro, flinging it everywhere.
Monkeys at the
This-
zoo.
I think actually you're right, Sean. It wasn't the wrestler that brought him back. I think it was actually Sin City. You're right. Mickey
Oh
Rourke
yeah.
killed
It
it.
might
and
be-
yeah,
everyone
it
was talking about him.
I think it was.
No, it's so weird because like Mickey Rourke, like he had his brief comeback, and then he did Iron Man 2, and that was it. I think he just went back to
Oh, he
doing
was-
like
he
straight
was
to
in,
video
he
shit
was
after that.
Expendables, and that was he did Expendables to make sure he could go to DVD direct to DVD streaming action films.
He wanted to do the geezer teasers, yeah.
Yeah, he was like setting up his little net. He's like, yeah, I'll do.
Hey,
this.
he did
Alone.
great in Expendables though. That
He
scene
didn't
where
do
he's telling
shit. Shoot a gun.
What are you talking about? The scene where
He had a monologue where he left a woman behind or some shit.
It's Expendables, Perp. What else is he gonna do?
He didn't
Hey,
leave her
what's his name?
With
behind.
his shotgun, have a raid scene in his garage. Dolph Lundgren was having that was the best part. Dolph Lundgren's cocaine problem. I was like, holy shit, this is cool. I like that. It's making Dolph Lundgren the villain of the group. And then Sly Stallone's like, no, bro, you're still my brother. I was like, fuck, this is so cool. And then they didn't do anything after that.
Yeah, because when someone relapses, you gotta fucking let them know right away. Hey, dude, like I'm still your homie and shit. You know,
Yeah, I'm still your homie. I got you. I'll be there for you.
that's what I call positive masculinity, homie.
From then on, Dolph Lundgren's fine. I was like, bring that cocaine problem back. That was a great subplot. Like,
Yeah.
But you didn't like the Mickey Rourke monologue, really?
I wasn't doing it for my sanity. I was doing it for my soul. No,
I forgot Mickey Rourke was in the Expendables.
When he literally said, I took all these lives and here's one I could have saved and I didn't. He let that go on the side. That's a great. I liked it. That's classic.
Yeah, okay.
You know
All
what?
right, so I have a theory.
I'm trying to be edgelord over here. Chris is right. That was a good monologue. I remember a little tear coming from him. Right, he cried.
Yeah.
You're right, Chris.
He
I
brought
take
some
that.
emotion to it. Is all I'm saying.
I like. That.
Okay.
You're right. You're right. He was good there.
All right, guys. So I have a legit theory as to why Mickey Rourke is so fucking difficult to work with.
Heroin.
Okay, no, that's part of it, but there's a big one too. Like, I really got into Michael Cimino movies last year. I saw The Deer Hunter, and then I watched Heaven's Gate, and I watched his first movie, Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, and like, I'm convinced that.
All great movies.
Yeah, I'm convinced that Michael Cimino is like the most underrated, undercelebrated, like new Hollywood auteur who was unjustifiably blamed for the death of the new Hollywood era. Like it's a whole thing, right? But he discovered Mickey Rourke. And Michael Cimino was known for being that like egotistical, like diva, egomaniacal, fucking insane dude on set. I don't know if you guys know about the making of Heaven's Gate. Do you guys know anything about the making of Heaven's Gate?
Yeah, I heard that was an absolute train wreck, and that's one of the biggest Hollywood.
The biggest bomb ever. It's like one of the biggest.
Oh no, but do you guys know like how? Okay, let's put it this way, right? You know how like in movie sets, like you have to fuck with the dimensions of streets and stuff to allow for film equipment, even when you're doing like in a period setting and shit. You know, Michael Cimino.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Cimino designed this 100% period accurate 1800s town. Designed this entire town, right in the middle of the mountains, which was a pain in the ass to get to. And he got the last remaining functioning locomotive from the period 1860s of the 1860s, and the movie was shot in the late 70s, by the way, and had it restored to new condition and shipped in up those fucking mountains, which was like a Fitzcarraldo feat in and of itself, just to be used in like 4 shots of this movie. Okay, so anyways, back to the story about the town. So when he designed it, he designed it to be 100% period accurate, but the set builders designed it to be shot for a movie, and he literally had the entire sets shut down, destroyed and done back to his specifications. Like the amount of details and insanity, and you see it on screen, by the way. Like say what you will about Michael Cimino, you see that effort and vision on every frame of his movies. But like, anyways, he was a total madman. But Mickey Rourke and him got along very famously well. And I think Mickey Rourke saw Michael Cimino, who wielded at that time all this power and all this clout after the Deer Hunter and shit. Like, that I think that he got really influenced by him. And after Heaven's Gate, like Mickey Rourke was one of the only friends that Cimino had left in the industry too. So I think that probably like played a part in the influence also. But you know, that's just me. That's just my theory.
That's interesting. That would explain the anger. I haven't seen many of that guy's film. I saw Year of the Dragon with Mickey Rourke. I think
Yeah.
right? He did that one.
Oh
Right?
wait. What was that movie he made with Megan Fox? What was it called? Megan Fox and Bill Murray.
I don't even remember that.
Oh, it was so bad.
Michael Cimino made a movie with Megan Fox.
No. Michael Cimino didn't make a movie with Heaven. No, because his last movie was Sun Chaser, and that was in '96. He didn't
No, I'm
work
talking about
on
Mickey
anything after
Rourke.
that.
Mickey Rourke made a movie with he plays like a jazz singer, and
That's awful.
no, Mickey
I'm
Rourke
already
plays a
over
jazz. No. He plays a saxophone player who
Oh
falls
my
in love
God.
with who falls in love with a woman with wings, and that's Megan Fox. She's supposed to be like a real life angel.
I bet that was.
Well, that sounds like an acid trip.
Yeah.
That was an acid trip you had.
That's an acid trip at Sundance.
And Bill Murray, and Bill Murray plays a mobster boss.
Hey, man, we've all had that Bill Murray Monster Boss acid trip, bro. We've all been there. That's just, you got to do more acid.
No, it was
It has to be
a
like
no,
the
it was
worst casting agent ever. Jesus.
Who
Who do we get for the mob boss? Bill Murray.
Think of Megan Fox and her hotness, after Transformers,
That
Revenge of the
asshole Bill
Fallen.
Murray saw Albert Brooks and Drive. Is like, I could do that.
Yeah, and then like think of Megan Fox, but with white angel wings on her back, and it was so
Okay.
weird. That was what was that movie? That's got bugged me. Hold on.
I don't remember that one.
I
I've seen a
rented
couple
it.
Mickey Rourke. I saw this Mickey Rourke World War II movie where he's fighting witches. Warpath, I think.
That sounds fucking gold, actually.
It's not as cool as I thought it was gonna be, man.
Oh, bummer. I hate when that happens.
Okay, hey, it's called what's it called?
It's not called.
Oh my fucking god!
I'm looking. Hold on. That's
How do
the
you go
name of the
from
movie.
How do you go from 9.5 weeks and Angel Heart and fucking what's the one where he holds Anthony Hopkins prisoner in their own house?
Yeah, I saw this one.
Desperate Hours. Like, how do you go from that to this?
Oh, yeah, that's Cimino, too. That's Cimino also. Desperate Hours.
Yeah, all great movies, and then like
I've only seen Year of the Dragon, and all I remember
Dude,
is what
I had a journey with Heaven's Gate, bro. Like, I watched it the first time. I hated it, dude. I thought this movie was fucking ass, dude. Absolute bullshit. But for some reason, I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Mhm.
I watched it that next week, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, it's not great. I saw that movie 4 times last year.
Yeah.
I don't watch movies that I unquestionably love that often, you know. But now that movie's easy, like in my top 10. Man, Heaven's Gate's a fucking incredible movie. Absolutely.
I'm weird like that. I'm really weird like that. Yeah. I know I like certain bad movies that people don't like. Like one of my favorite movies, Elizabeth, The Golden Age. I love Cate Blanchett in that movie for some reason, and everybody else hates
the second one.
The second one, I really like the second one, and everybody hates it. Everyone hates it when she's.
Dude, you think? Yeah, man. I'm like one of 6 people who fucking loves Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I fucking love that movie, dude. I unironically love that movie.
Hey, this Raptor's telling you right now, you're insane.
Dude, no, listen, I'll tell you right now. That script, unforgivably bad. Insanity. Terrible script.
Insanity.
No, the script is absolute ass. Everything else about that movie is a 10 out of 10. The direction, the cinematography, the music, the editing, everything else about it is a 10 out of 10.
I'll give you really like that movie too.
What about the acting?
Okay, the acting's like a 7 out of 10, but that's pretty solid.
7 is pretty hard. 7's pretty hard.
Yeah.
What do you think War Hunt gets?
4.
I haven't seen it. I
was gonna say 3, but I'm looking in the background and I think I see Bruce Campbell and I see an eye patch. That gives it 1 more point. So we're talking.
Oh shit! Is that Bruce Campbell?
No.
Okay, well, it looks like him.
That looks like Bruce Campbell to me too.
It's a low rent Bruce Campbell, so we'll give it. Okay, it's 3.5.
That's Truce. That's Truce Bramble.
Yeah, I won't play with sound. So we don't
Oh,
get
that's Jim Caviezel. Is that Jim Caviezel? That's Jim Caviezel.
Is that Jesus Christ?
My
It's like
mom loves Jim Caviezel.
what's that?
World War II.
Overlord.
Dude, Overlord is fucking bomb ass movie.
Man,
What
needed
are
more
you-
zombies,
that-
man.
I
You
didn't
can't
like
be
that
saying
movie
you
at
can't be
all.
doing a zombie movie like that and only having like
You
3
make a
zombies.
bad World War
No,
II
no, look, hey, listen, that movie's already walking the line by like being a World War II
Saban?
zombie Nazi
Rangers
movie that's that dramatic. I think it had enough zombies.
If you're gonna give me a World War II zombie movie, I want thousands of zombies, hundreds of soldiers. Let's go.
I don't know, man. I thought
World War II is like a Vietnam movie.
Overlord?
No, I'm talking about this one right here.
No, this is
Oh.
World War II. What do you mean Vietnam?
It looks like it, like so greedy and stuff. Like, I don't
If
know.
it,
It looks like
if it was Vietnam, it'd be way more depressing.
It wouldn't be the
Okay.
forest; it'd be a jungle.
Ah, that's it.
uh,
Welcome to the forest.
wait, is
Here
that
are the witches. Here are the witches.
Oh shit.
Oh my god! It's Hansel and Gretel meets Nazi zombies. I love it.
The trailer made me want to see the movie. It's
Okay, no, this don't look bad at all. I ain't gonna lie.
that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
trailer's
okay,
good. The trailer's
Oh,
good.
shit.
Don't get fooled. This
Shit,
movie's
really?
really bad.
Do we get witch titties?
Yeah.
Which titty? All right, I'm done.
Yeah, no, that's our favorite. That's our
Hold it
favorite
in,
hair metal
Johnny.
band
Hold
too.
it in. And it's one of those Mickey Rourke isn't really the star, even though they put him in the poster and stuff.
But let me guess, he's the one with the witch titties at the end.
He just needs that paycheck, bro. That's all.
Yeah, no.
I did
No,
see
the
a trailer last
the
night.
trailer's really good. I was really disappointed.
I did see a trailer last night for a movie that I'm gonna watch later tonight, and it's probably gonna be a bad movie, but it's called The Vampire Next Door. Let's fucking go! I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I got two bad movies from Vinegar Syndrome, and me and my girlfriend have been trying to find the time to watch it together, but she got a new job and she's been fucking working like crazy. So I got two bad movies that I'm dying to watch and no one to watch it with, dude. I'm fucking bummed out.
What are they?
Miami Connection and Tough Guys Don't Dance.
No. I've seen Miami Connection.
Yeah, it's a
I'm looking forward to that one.
movies. I watch movies every night. I stay up late, RJ. I tonight I'm gonna go balls deep in the Royal Rumble because it's my favorite one of the year. But after that, movies. Yeah,
How long is Royal Rumble?
3 hours maybe. 4,
It's a
maybe
big one,
4.
huh? The Rock.
So it's like The Godfather.
The
he
Godfather.
might show up.
The Godfather might show up to Royal Rumble. That's
I don't know.
sick.
Well, but here, get this shit though. Hogan might.
No.
He was hitting around. No, I swear to God, he was hitting around like I might have one left in me. Like he was hitting
All
around.
right. Okay, but is anybody gonna shit on anybody's head at the Royal Rumble tonight? It is
Yeah,
pay-per-view,
doesn't
bro.
Hogan do that? Doesn't Hogan
Anything.
do that?
He got it from Vince McMahon, dude.
I'm pretty,
It's like
sure,
Mickey.
I'm pretty sure I've heard allegations of Hogan shit out there.
It's like Mickey Rourke and Michael Chirino, but with shit.
It's a bad time, definitely, but I don't think it's gonna really hurt the numbers. People are mad at him, not at the product. You know what I mean? He's not even in charge of the product anymore. Shawn Michaels and Triple H are, and The Rock.
Well, I mean, let's be real here. That was kind of a shitty thing to do.
It was a shitty thing to do for sure. It's a shitty deal. It's a shitty deal all the way around. It was very shitty.
I don't think anybody should put up with that kind of crap. You know, we all have a lot hanging over our heads these
No,
days.
you guys are fucked up, man.
But this is my absolute favorite time of year, and this is my favorite pay-per-view, not WrestleMania. Look at what we get. Look what we get this time of year. We get playoff football and the Super Bowl. We get the Daytona 500. We get the Royal Rumble. We get like the
Madam Web.
Oscars. We get really bad horror that ends
Madam
up being
Web.
good for some reason, and we're gonna get Madam Web. So yes.
Madam Webb's.
So I
I'm
mean,
telling
I
you,
like this time of year.
Who's the girl from Euphoria in that? Sweeney?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sweeney Todd.
Todd?
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, Sweeney Todd's gonna have a year, man. She's already killing it. She has a horror movie coming out too. Immaculate.
Oh, good for an A24 horror movie.
No.
Ah,
Plays a
bummer.
nun.
It's a nun movie.
Oh yeah, she plays a nun.
Has anyone seen? I've heard. I want to see that. That's on my watch list. It's like a horny little Lovecraft movie, man. 2023 was a horny ass year, man. Holy shit!
It was the return of the horny, dude.
Yeah,
We needed
X
that.
came back, bro, big time. Even Ridley Scott, who always said I detest doing sex scenes, brought it in the
Dude, all right, you got to tell me. Did you guys watch Napoleon?
Yeah, I saw Napoleon.
Man, so every time he just goes, I could not fucking stop laughing. That's one of the funniest shit right there.
That was one of the weirdly paced movies that, like, if someone was telling me, it's like, there's no director's cut for this. Like, there's no way this was the final product.
No, there was a director's cut. There is a director's cut. It's coming on Apple TV.
Is it good?
So weird.
Is it good? Because I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, it's good.
It's interesting.
Let's put it this way. It's worth watching for the best moments, but those best moments. But there's a lot of bad moments. Like
horses get fucked up in this movie. By the way.
Oh yeah, some horses get If you don't want to see horses get hurt, don't watch this with me.
Horse carnage.
Yeah. Oh, but that lake sequence though. That lake sequence is worth the price of admission. No doubt about it.
No, the first time when Napoleon, when he was riding the horse and he gets cannonballed, I thought that.
Dude, it happens so like fucking.
2023, dude. That shit.
It happens so fucking like funny. Like so.
He gets up and he's just complaining. It's like, oh my god. Well, Ridley Scott still has it. I don't care. I know he's not. He's not as good as he used to be, but that man keep making movies, bro. I love him.
It's keeping them young and alive, man.
Yeah, it is. Napoleon was hilarious, bro. I laughed a lot of times.
Yeah, it was a funny ass movie, dude, for real.
So it's a comedy, all right.
Yeah, sometimes it's unprofessional, to be honest. In my opinion, the final shot was hilarious. The way he keeled over, I was laughing my ass off.
Dude, the best parts are either battle scenes or just like Napoleon being the most pathetic little shit of a man.
Yeah. He's really trying to get children. He's an asshole about it.
Yeah.
And then he finally has like 7 kids and he's stuck with them in an island. That shit was awesome.
For real? Yeah. And then the kids don't even give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. That movie was a comedy. That should have been nominated. I would have won Golden Globe.
No, it is not a great movie, but it's fucking entertaining when it's not boring.
Very interesting.
Did one that wasn't supposed to end like in real life? Did that not happen actually? Didn't Ridley Scott actually win a comedy award for something that wasn't supposed to be a comedy?
Oh, The Martian.
Yeah, like that's crazy to me. Best comedy.
His acceptance speech is like, "Thank you, comedy." I don't know, but thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me, man. I thought it was a drama. Like that's me.
It was really funny. Yeah. What it does is it feels like it's taking away the dramatic and stakes that were involved in why it was kind of an intense movie. It was a race against time movie. There's comedy.
Dude. Okay. You know what movie had never had a chance to be nominated, but in an ideal world should have at least gotten like best original screenplay? Fucking Beau is Afraid.
But I haven't seen
that one either. Yeah,
dude, the running time of that one terrifies me.
Okay, dude, and here's the thing, bro. Like the first hour is a hilarious fucking comedy. The second hour is the like indie cinema at its peak. But that last fucking hour, dude, is a bold. Like you got to admit the balls it takes to go there, but also there's a reason why most people don't.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm going to go get some food and watch the Royal Rumble, but I had fun. I'll watch the rest of the stream. You guys be good. And by the way, Kurt Cobain, probably not really dead.
I prefer Burt Cocaine.
I am super excited. I was a little disappointed with Silent Night. I'm very biased, though. I still give it a high praise, knowing what it is. I'm always going to be excited for John Woo's movie. He's never going to make a movie. That man taught me about cinema. I grew up learning about movies through the eyes of John Woo and the Hong Kong action movies and shit. So no matter what, I'm always going to be hyped. No matter what.
That's. I feel that, man. I feel like I grew up learning to love cinema first from the lens of Steven Spielberg. But when I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, bro, that's when I knew that cinema was something that wasn't just like a cool thing that I liked. Like I fell in love with cinema the day I saw that movie.
That'll do it for you.
Yeah,
2001
man.
is a fantastic goal. How old were you though?
I was like 12 years old, and I actually watched it on Tuesday. Like I've been going through like some real difficult. I don't want to get too into it, but I've been going through some hard times lately. So I've been watching some of my comfort. I've been watching some of my comfort movies. And 2001 is definitely one of them, dude. And it's funny, bro. Like I've seen that movie so many times. The last time that I thought that movie was slow was like when I was in high school. That movie's just pure like a joy and the comfort watch for me.
Yeah, I could actually see that. It's a very yeah, I've seen it a couple times. I love it. I think I wish Kubrick made another sci-fi movie, but
Yeah.
He's supposed
that guy
to do
just jumped
AI.
around after that. Like I don't know.
Well, he's supposed to do AI. Was supposed to be his movie.
Yeah. It was supposed.
Some people
You know,
consider it still. They're like, I didn't feel like Spielberg. I was like, I kind of feel the Spielberg stuff in there. But some
I
people,
find that movie to be a weird mix of both of them though, because you feel them both. You feel both of their influences in that movie in a lot of
it's very,
ways.
very interesting. I love
well,
it personally because you know what? One of the weird things, what makes me a little different. I'm really fond of tone inconsistencies. Well, a lot of people find that to be negative. I usually really respond to that.
Bo was afraid, bro. Bo was afraid. That
Really?
movie takes some very bold tonal shifts in ways that for the most part work. It's just that when it doesn't work, it's when the movie takes its biggest risk, you know? So yeah.
Did you see Saltburn?
I haven't seen Saltburn yet, but I'm planning on it.
Yeah, that's a divisive one.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to your review. That one's like, because it was like half, like for the first half, I was not digging it, and I'm not personally a fan of Promising Young Woman. It was overhyped for me. It won the Academy.
Okay.
Okay, this is my jam. I just didn't dig it. And the first half of Saltburn, I was like, you know what? Maybe this director's just not for me. People love her. She's won the Academy Award for Best Screenplay. So obviously, I'm in the minority. I'm fine with that. She's just not for me. And then the movie kept going. I was I don't know. Maybe after I made that acceptance, I felt like I was like now dealing with the movie on its own terms or whatever, or just letting it enfold me, just letting it do its thing. And I was starting to really enjoy it. And it ended like I really like Saltburn. I dug it.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna feel a little meandering at first, but at the same time, you know where it wants to go. All right. You're gonna know the references. You've seen like this Talented Mr. Ripley and shit like that. You're like, okay, I know what's up. Don't take so long to get there.
I think there's something to be said for that experience of just giving yourself over completely. Last year, I did a video that I'm really proud of called "Is Southland Tales a Good Movie?" And the point of that video is tracking my journey from the first time that I watched it and then slowly like I started just watching it by itself. I didn't like it. And then on the second view, I pick up more. On the third view, I decide to read the comics.
Oh God.
And then I decide to read the comics and then watch the original cut. And spoilers, by the end of that video, but after doing all that, like I fell in love with it. I think it's a more than worthy follow-up of Donnie Darko if you experience it the way that Richard Kelly always intended it to. But at the same time, I acknowledge that no movie should require that much homework to be enjoyed, you know? So
I think there's something. I think there's something. You know, I'm gonna put pretentious perp. I'm pretentious perp.
No, it's pretentious hour.
Yeah, pretentious hour. When you see a lot of different type of movies, and you start, I think when you've seen a lot of movies, you start every type of movie, different type of movies. I think you start as you grow older, you're gonna start gravitating towards movies with a personality more than anything. And I think Southland Tale has such a personality to the point that I won't, I don't think it's a good movie, but I don't think it's a bad movie either. I think it's a super interesting movie. Like I was just like floored by like what is going on? What the fuck is John Lovitz doing here? Well, like what is it? What is what's he trying to like get across? Like stuff like that is very interesting to me. I don't know.
And one of my biggest regrets of last year is that I didn't do that same thing for Heaven's Gate, because I had a very similar journey where I hated it at first, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then, again, that movie's almost 4 hours long. All right? Yeah. And that movie does not feel slow to me. Like, I put it on, and I just feel so engulfed by it. And after it's right now, it's like one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Easily. Just so quickly shot up to the list because, like, it's everything I love about cinema. And a lot, and a little bit too much of it, but it all kind of like is, it's what I'm saying is, that format was fun. It really expressed what I love about how cinema can affect you over time. And I'm thinking about doing the same thing for Beau is Afraid, because he was inspired by Martin Scorsese's After Hours, and I have the After Hours Criterion 4K. I've been needing a reason to rewatch it,
Based. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen. Martin Scorsese I have huge gaps with a lot of his movies.
I did too, but like I've for the most part I've loved everything that I've seen from him. Killers of the Flower Moon was my number one favorite movie of last year by a country mile.
That yet. That's next. I have 4 movies left for my best.
Dude,
that's one.
Oh my god.
Let me see. I have 4 movies. Every other Best Picture nomination except for. That's one.
Yeah, bro.
What I got
left?
Dude,
Killers of the Flower Moon is the movie that like I walked out of. All right, let me tell you the story right quick, right? One of the reasons why one of the movies that inspired the movies that I made back when I was like way more prolific was There Will Be Blood. And I remember that like I watched it. I was fucking blown away by it. I watched it. I had like a lunch, and then I bought the next ticket. I watched it twice in the same day. Because like the way that it all culminated to that ending, and the ending that it had was so brilliant and so like subversive that like it was like peak cinema. And Killers of the Flower Moon is that, but somehow, even though like Scorsese's like 80 years old, that is the ending of like an angry 20-something Spike Lee. Like, yeah, it is that level of like kind of like punk rock, like dark, like satirical, sneering, and really sad and very critical and very deep, man. I fucking love Killers of the Flower Moon, dude.
All right.
That movie was amazing.
Finally. Okay. Actually, I only have 3, so I saw American Fiction. Okay. I only have 3 movies. I need Killers of the Flower Moon, The Holdovers, and Oppenheimer. All the big ones I've been holding.
Oppenheimer, man, I got a lot to say about Oppenheimer.
Bro, I got a lot to say about Christopher Nolan. That's why I've been holding this one back, bro.
Have you seen my video essay? Christopher Nolan makes dumb movies, and that's okay.
No, but I probably agree with it already.
Yeah.
I think Inception is probably my favorite of his, and I think it's just a great action movie.
See, that's the movie that broke me, because for the longest time, Christopher Nolan was like my top 3 favorite directors. Yeah. And then I watched Inception, and that was the last time that I could watch a Christopher Nolan movie more than once.
Really? So that one did you and me? It would be 3 years later with Dark Knight Rises. That was the one that broke me.
Oh yeah, no, Dark Knight Rises what cemented my opinion of him after Inception. Okay, here's my problem with Nolan, and sort of my main point of the video that I made is that you can't call Christopher Nolan an intellectual director, and you can, because like he's too didactic. All of his movies, including and fucking like. All of his movies end the exact same way, and then like the last hour of Oppenheimer is just like the last 5 minutes of every other Nolan movie stretched out to an hour. Because like every Nolan movie ends with like an intercutting montage that very quickly ties up all the loose ends, while somebody, usually Michael Caine, just tells the audience what the point of the movie is. So like. Yeah, like he literally tells you what his movies are about. He doesn't give you anything to actually think about on your own. So you can't call him a smart director.
I somewhat disagree with Inception, and that's why I think it's
Okay.
I think in Inception there was like that case to be made that it was all actually for Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Yeah.
I think that's good. That's good. I think within that theory and framing, I think that's actually a really genius. Like
Okay, so all right, so okay, like this is gonna be like the most. This is gonna make me sound like a pretentious movie Nazi.
Go
Okay,
ahead. I talked to nothing but Marvel and DC guys.
Yeah. Okay. All right. No, here's my thing with Inception. Right? Is that like the most complimentary thing you could say about it in like saying that it has anything to say on a subtextual level, is that like, hey man, isn't the act of Inception sort of like making a movie? Like that's like the most like a substantive thing that movie could have to say.
I don't know. I think it goes with Nolan's themes of how people can lie to themselves. I think.
Okay, that's there. That's there. I will give you that. That's in the character writing. I don't want to. I don't want to say the movie's devoid of anything else, but like on sort of like the macro level, right? If the highest compliment that you can give towards the movie Inception is that it's made up little thing, the made up universe of Inception in the process of incepting that Christopher Nolan made up and does not exist in the real world or is a relatable metaphor for anything in the real world is kind of like filmmaking. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, how does that, like, like it's kind of cool to think about for like 2 minutes, but what am I supposed to do with that information? Like, I get nothing out of that. It doesn't inspire my imagination. It doesn't like give me anything to ponder about. It's like, oh yeah, I guess Christopher Nolan made a movie about making his job a metaphor. I guess I don't know. It just seems like a bizarre use of the art form.
Sure. No. Well, you could see it that way. The way I saw it was more he's trying to do this like dreamlike heist thing and all this stuff. And put all these elements that he loves into this one sort of idea. I think it's Nolan's best movie. I think it has his best action. I think it has the best story and character stuff. Yeah, and I do. Maybe I don't look at the whole thing from that macro level. I really do like when I'm looking deep into it, like little things here or there about character stuff. And I think he did a pretty good job where you leaving little clues where you could look into it a little harder about who's doing the Inception. Or one of the cool things I really liked was I was talking to some guy and they were saying that Tom Hardy's character is like gay, and there was like he was doing all this really cool queer coding throughout the whole thing that made it important of why that character is the guy that could turn into anyone and all this stuff and what that means to dream. It got into all this like really cool conversation shit, and I don't know, just to if you put it in the macro level about filmmaking, sure, you could do that. I could do that with Speed Racer as well, like what the Wachowski's doing with that thing. It could be about essentially after they're they got oh shit, he left.
Oh, he left.
He left. It's because I brought up the Wachowskis. People always leave when I bring up the Wachowskis.
I don't know. Wait, you talking about Speed Racer? Okay, I was
when I bring up the Wachowskis.
Oh, hold on. Okay, no. So what I was trying to say is like, okay, I get what you're saying, and I don't even disagree with you, right? Because like, I'm not saying that no movie, what I'm trying to get at is that like the reason why I don't say that about Speed Racer is that Speed Racer is just like fun. It doesn't like invite that level of thinking. But with Christopher Nolan, he jam packs his dialogue with like this sort of like constant like new like these constant references to these bigger ideas and to these bigger philosophies. It's like he throws them up there, but he never explores them. So like he wants you to think about like big important things, but he never does anything with them. So like I can't help but think about his movies on a macro level
Yeah.
because of the way that he reaches for all this shit. Like I have to think like, okay, what are you trying to do with all of it? And if he would just like allow himself to just like I haven't seen Tenet. I want to see Tenet in IMAX next month, like that, for the first
Oh
time.
no,
Because
bro, don't do that. To me.
but listen, this is what I think Nolan should do. Nolan should stop trying to intellectualize his shit and just embrace the fact that he comes up with these cool fucking gimmicks and just like go for it. Like Dunkirk, I love Dunkirk.
That's what he did with Tenet, and it got fucked up.
Okay, but like, but to me, like, the less he tries to be philosophical and reach for these big ideas, the better he is because he's not a great big picture director in my opinion. He's a really good, like momentary, like moment to moment director, and that should be where he should focus his attention, in my opinion.
Maybe, but I think okay. I'm going back to what you said about Speed Racer. I think Nolan. Like that is fun for Nolan. Nolan is like I once heard the comparison that most filmmakers are artists, like painters, right? They're gonna canvas all this shit. Where Nolan feels like an architect. So I feel like something like that, you look at it from that perspective. Inception is him having fun. It is him because that's what he has fun with. Let's see how we could going deeper.
And Perp.
Yeah,
and it's so funny you say that, Perp, because that's exactly what I end on in my video essay. that Christopher Nolan is not so much a filmmaker. I say he's much more of a puzzle maker. But it's the same basic idea. What makes him stand out isn't like the emotional or even the intellectual aspect of his talent isn't in that arena. His talent is in the structure of things. Yeah. The exploration through structure, and that is its own level of fascinating. If he just embraced that wholeheartedly and let Denis Villeneuve.
I'm telling you, I think with Leonardo DiCaprio, the whole crew it was for him to let go of his wife. They were in.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. All right. To be fair, I haven't seen that. Okay. To be fair, I haven't seen that movie since it was in theaters. So. Maybe I should watch it again because like you're right, that is all there. And again, like I like Christopher Nolan. It's just that like,
I think you'll be so forgiving of Inception after you see Tenet, bro. I'm telling you,
dude. I don't know, though. Like Tenet is exactly what I want from Nolan. Like like hey, stop trying to like don't think about it. I'm not thinking about it. Let's just make some really cool fucking action scenes and some backwards forward shit. Let's fucking go. And I'm like, let's do it, Nolan. Let's go.
Great. I thought Tenet felt like a parody of a Nolan movie to me.
But that's what I want, though. Like, because, to me...
You'll probably love it, yeah. I mean, sort of how, in the same way I loved Napoleon, because I was, like, laughing my ass off for most of the movie.
Yeah. I feel like there's a certain level... Because, like, I don't know about you, Perp, but I feel like I've gone through my gamut of loving cinema. From loving it on the same level of everyone else to knowing like, your basic film bro shit, through going through my pretentious like Criterion, artsy fartsy experimental foreign film era, through my exploitation era, through my B movie era. I'm at the point now, bro, where like I just love witnessing the art of filmmaking. Sure. I just love seeing how different people execute on this art form on different levels, like I've gotten so into like B movies through like Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow that like it's awakened this new level in this new like I guess like RPG level, this new like tier of cinema appreciation, which is why I think I like Avatar so much these days, where it's like, you know what, man, movies just need to be made with love and care. And with some like level of craft, and like don't get me wrong, like I love me some fucking Bong Joon-ho, Denis Villeneuve, fucking Paul Thomas Anderson, high level directors, and all that artistry shit. I love that. I could fucking I celebrate that shit all the time. But these like last year, dude, I watched this cheap little Mexican horror movie called Vacaciones de Terror 2, Vacations of Terror 2. And there was a scene, a horror scene, a horror set piece that was a big ass piece of cake. The whole set piece was contained within a piece of cake, and it legitimately had me at the edge of my seat, man. And like, that's fucking sick, you know?
What movie?
Vacaciones de Terror 2. Vacations of Terror 2.
Vacation. I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah. It's with Pedrito Fernandez. Oh, Pedrito Infante, my bad.
Diabolical Birthday, baby.
Diabolical Birthday. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes, this poster.
Yeah.
I used it. I used this poster in a.
Oh, dude.
Enemy.
Yeah, bro. So straight up like that. So this is a sequel to the first Vacations of Terror, where like they had this Annabelle-like doll, and in the second movie they totally changed the look of it and like bring it back to life in like this life-size form. And bro, like the first movie's kind of mediocre, but the second movie has like some legitimately great like special effects and like good set pieces and shit. Like it's a cool little fucking movie, man. You know.
Where'd you get it?
Vinegar Syndrome.
They released it. Damn.
Yeah. They had both of them on a set.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Hell yeah, dude! Fucking make sure you fucking put my referral there. I'll get 500 fucking loyalty points.
What do I do?
On Vinegar Syndrome?
Yeah.
If you sign up through their points program, like if you put me as a reference, I get 500 points off that shit. So.
Oh hell yeah! And
We
how
did
do I
me a
do that
solid.
on their website?
On Vinegar Syndrome, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, dude, like I don't mean it, dude. I've had this idea for a podcast. Maybe like you'd be interested in like helping me out on it, like on an episode or two. But I want to call it the AB Club, right? And I want to just like take like a topic, right? Like, let's just say, for example, the African American experience in the Vietnam War, right? And I want to take a B movie and a Studio A movie that are both about the same things, and then like explore how like low budget, sort of like lower tier movies do with that shit, like the shit they get to say, because it's often in like low budget genre movies and low budget B movies that you get like the most like politically like charged shit before Hollywood ever tackles it, and then like I want to compare that to how, like, let's say I think it was The Five Bloods, the Spike Lee movie about Vietnam War vets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like compare those two movies, how they both like, or I think what was the 1970s blaxploitation one, like the Five Hoods or something? I forgot what it was called, but yeah, like that's the idea of it. Take a subject, see how A movies do it and how B movies do it. Yeah, what do you think?
I love it.
Yeah,
that's great.
No, yeah, dude. Like, if you ever want to fucking collab on that, man, I'd be way fucking down.
For sure. You ever see every time Vietnam comes up, I always think of this movie. What's it called? Combat Shock from Trauma. Have you seen that one?
No, not yet.
Okay, check out Combat Shock. That is the craziest fucking 80s. It's like amazing. Someone called it Eraserhead meets Taxi Driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, man. By the way, I dropped my email in the fucking chat right there if you want to hit me up on that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have you heard of Southern Comfort?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. No, that's about a couple of like National Guard troops doing an exercise in the Louisiana swamps and shit. But then it unfolds like an actual Vietnam War conflict and stuff, man. Like that movie looks pretty solid. I'm thinking about getting the 4K. Yeah.
Southern Comfort. 1981. Holy shit. Walter Hill. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Walter Hill, bro. Walter Hill.
I love Walter Hill.
Dude, Walter Hill's fucking underrated as shit, man. For real.
No, he's still going too.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He's born. Oh, that's wild. Hey, he did Zardoz too, right?
He did Dead for $1 in 2022.
Holy shit, that's fucking crazy. Dude, I'm pretty sure it was Walter Hill who did Zardoz too. Let me check.
Did he? Let me see. I don't see it here. Is this director? Yeah. Maybe he wrote it. He did The Driver. Holy shit. The Long Riders. Oh, look, he worked with Johnny Handsome. I saw Johnny Handsome. It was all right. I'm not the biggest Johnny Handsome fan. I remember Lance Henriksen getting shot like crazy in that one.
Who did?
Lance Henriksen. I think it was Lance.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well, all right, Perp, I'm going to take off, man.
All right, man. Thanks
Good
for chatting
with you.
It was fun. Yeah, definitely. And we'll definitely collab. I got your email.
Hell yeah, brother. Peace out.
Later.
Later.
John Borman. That's another name, right? Did he do Excalibur? He did Excalibur. I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it to 2 hours, CJH. You're gonna have to help me. Oh, yeah. It's a very I gotta see that movie again. It's a very it's a weird movie, but it's not at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. It's a very weird feeling movie, but I like that. Maybe I'll appreciate that tone more now. But it's also like B movie as shit. I don't know. It was a weird movie. Yeah, I might have been too young to really appreciate it. Oh, John Borman did Zardoz. Okay. Yeah, Walter Hill was great. Still is. Supernova, though? Didn't Francis Ford Coppola like ghost direct this one? I think. I never saw it. Or did Walter Hill take over for Francis Ford? I remember there was a hoopla about that. What else we got? Undisputed. He started the Undisputed. Wow. Think about that. This is like direct to streaming, direct to DVD royalty when it comes to the Undisputed series. Get the fuck out of here. And Walter Hill started that shit. Wow. I did not know that. It's like Walter Hill's the director's like, oh, I didn't know he did that. He's that guy. Yeah, I know he did Last Man. Walter Hill was also the guy. Walter Hill was the dude that was tapped to remake My Boo Woo, the Killer remake, the American remake in the 90s. Walter Hill was supposed to make John Woo's The Killer. Instead, he did Last Man Standing. If you notice, Last Man Standing, you could say, looked a little influenced by John Woo. Pretty badass shootouts, 2 gun in it. Walter Hill was the original, and he wrote all. Isn't he involved with the writing of the first 3 at least, if not more? Walter Hill's the man. Straight up, love me, Walter Hill. He did a lot of westerns, man. I should probably watch The Warriors. Get the fuck. That's already like that's probably in terms of popularity. It has to be The Warriors, right? Let me see. Newest popularity all time. Yeah, The Warriors is his most popular movie. Hey, what's up, co-host?
Hello.
I'm gonna end it soon.
Oh damn. Thought we were gonna keep on going.
No, gotta end it. It had a good show. We did it. We saved
only
movie
an hour.
talk. It's saved. We're an hour and 43, dude. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's chill here. What's your favorite Walter Hill movie? What's your favorite Walter Hill movie? What's your favorite Walter Hill movie? Can't look. What's your favorite Walter Hill movie?
Oh damn it! You can't.
What's your favorite Walter Hill movie? What's your favorite Walter Hill movie?
Damn it!
Movie talk. You're my co-host. I'll be
Okay,
damned if my co-host knows shit about movies.
Lies.
I'll be
That's
damned
lies.
if I have a co-host that doesn't watch movies. So you better get your streaming services up and running, buddy.
Past lives.
I need to tell Homer this one. Homer, I asked what's his favorite Walter Hill movie. He gives me a long pause and goes, "Past lives."
Mine too.
No, that was a joke for Homer. Good job. Made her laugh. It would be impossible for me to choose just one.
You held up the fort, though.
Gotcha.
It was very impressive.
Listen, I have help, man. I have Chris. It's always awesome talking to him. I had a new guy who I really respect, like his channel, pop in here, so I got to talk to him for the first time on stream. It was a good shit. No, no.
There probably was pretty good that I did take a break because, like, I needed to call my parents or something. So,
Are you okay?
yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
I just kind of, what's a low mood? I was like,
You didn't feel like streaming.
kind of, yeah.
Are
But,
you
like,
up late?
I what?
Are you up late?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you watch William stream?
No,
No, not that late.
I don't think it gets recommended to me.
Oh,
YouTube is very difficult nowadays.
I've noticed that. Degrassi's
Everyone's
been
quitting.
brushing up on his stream yacht skills. What happened?
And not only that, but like I have no ideas how to make videos. Like, well, I know how to make a video. It's just I don't have the energy to put effort into a video, if that makes sense. I'd rather live stream and just work with that.
Yeah, then do
I
that.
know the video, but I know that videos grow channels.
Okay. Well, then you live stream until you get in the mood to do a video, and then you put it out. But streaming grows channels. I've been streaming a lot. I started off with like zeros. Now I get like I went to 5. We got 8 now. Then again, I got 3. I got 3 different things going on. 3 different
Maybe it's
streams.
just this year.
I think
this year
it's
is-
consistency really is the only thing. Start off there, and then you can start worrying.
Yeah, but it's also this year feels very off. Like, I don't know.
It's election year.
Is that what it is?
Well, you're in Canada, so I don't know.
Yeah, we have elections every year.
Yeah, so I don't know what it could be. Make
Yeah.
sure you're feeling healthy though.
Yeah. Yes, our viewers dropped because we're talking realist. We gotta start drama. Let's go.
Go talk shit.
Let's
Do your
go.
thing.
That-
We don't
that's
even
how
have
you
to
grow
start
on-
drama without even talking shit. Degrassi,
That's how we
Degrassi,
grow
do
on
your thing. I'll
YouTube.
highlight it. See, that's how you start drama without talking shit.
That's how we grow on YouTube, folks. We start drama. Let's
Well,
go,
no.
Mr.
Don't
Beast.
start drama.
Mr. Beast, let's go.
It's actually easier. We don't even have to start drama. All you have to do is call something out. Just get a bad take and be like, "Look, this is why this is a bad take." Blah 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 blah. People are very
Yeah.
sensitive, so they'll say, and then the drama. It's like we didn't start it. We just called out a bad take,
So what
or
you're
we
saying
highlighted
is,
the wrong comment. Right, Degrassi?
Wait, what you're saying is I should bring back this show. But not as loud.
Oh my god, I'm wearing headphones.
Probably just destroyed
Sure.
Perp's head. Ears.
You just blew me up. My head exploded like a fucking scanner. God damn. Oh my lord.
I probably have to turn the volume on that.
Back to my 2 months ago. Jesus.
Yeah, I definitely should probably turn down the volume on that one.
I think so. All right. I think I'm going to end it. We did it, CJH. You came in to
did
close
it.
off the stream.
Yeah.
What's next? What's the topic next? Oh, yeah, Monkey Man.
Monkey
Maybe something
Man.
else will come up.
Do we do
You should
that
just
next
troll me to
week?
keep putting Marvel DC shit up.
Yeah. Do we do the Monkey Man next week?
Whenever. I don't know. Yeah, next week.
Or did
Search
Crazy
for the Monkey
Joe?
Man. It's
Did
Crazy Joe's
Crazy
thing.
Joe want to do it?
You should do it with Crazy Joe. It's his thing. He's the one that introduced it, actually.
Yeah.
In Search of the Monkey Man.
No. He just saw the link that I sent, but I told him it was the wrong link, and I don't know. So probably
what are
all
you telling me?
confused now.
The hell are you telling me?
I don't know. See, people
Yeah, I
are
don't know
leaving
either.
now.
This is a Monkey King. There's a bunch of Monkey King movies. We can watch a bunch. I'm gonna watch a bunch of Monkey King movies to prepare for a Monkey Man discussion, and try to get Joe. Seems like he's researched the Monkey Man. I only know of the Monkey King, and he is no man. Problematic trailers. That's another stream too. You guys want fire every stream. You need to spread it out a little bit.
What if we do this so the audience gives us ideas for streams, and then I make thumbnails based on those ideas?
Okay, go do problematic trailers. Go, boom. You got one. What do you think?
I'd have to think about how I do that one.
Exactly.
Sure.
That's why maybe that was a good idea. All right, I'm ending the
Yeah.
stream. Unless you want to
Damn.
stay on and I can leave.
No, people won't stay. People won't stick around for just
People
me,
will stick
I don't
around. You
think.
just got to keep talking. Talk about what interests you. I'm lucky. There's a lot of movies I could talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
I love everyone.
Bitch.
Everyone hates me. I love CJH. Best co-host. We're going to get this boy watching movies. We're going to get
We
this
gotta
boy to
do
watch.
an outro. I gotta find the outro.
Find the
I
outro.
don't
Hurry
know
up. I didn't even do an intro. I just showed up. I'm not going to use your intro.
Damn.
It's yours.
Damn.
It's your brand. We're still here. You
mean,
got to end the stream.
Damn. Well, I could